Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Tuscan Trade Terror for Europa Universalis IV. So the good news is that we have, well, Austria has like no navy. It's been annihilated by England. One thing I didn't notice in the last video was that Castile did call us in, but they also called England in. So England's helping out up north, they're blockading. Austria is going to be suffering some war exhaustion from the blockades, assuming that they actually get blockaded here. Maybe they don't have enough navy. Maybe England's too small on the navy to actually blockade. But relative strength of the alliance is actually in our favor in all categories. We have a lot more artillery. Austria's at level 11 tech to our 11 tech, so we're equal there. I think we're just going to have to take some good tactical fights in order to avoid any bad stuff. My revolt risk is okay. It's not the greatest over here in our fresh territory. We also have a little bit of revolt risk over here. We do have some war exhaustion from my no CB declaration on Portugal. We're ahead of time on Diplotech, and I'm avoiding taking the next tech level because it doesn't really benefit us for combat or anything. And to me, that makes perfect sense then to buy down our war exhaustion. That should get rid of some of the revolt risk here. Click the button. That should update. 4% now. Overextension is on its way down. We'll be down quite a bit here in just a couple days. And we need 135 points, which is next month. So right about next month. Oh, damn. We need a few more points than that. Alright, so which is the one that we're about to finish coring? We're about to finish coring Dauphine. So we'll be able to pull that army from there. And we've got a little bit of revolt risk here. I think we go to Cuneo, we move this one to Provence, and we move this one to Languedoc. Languedoc. Languedoc? Duki Duki. Alright, we're going to continue to try to corrode the Republic at this point. We're going to keep that guy. Not to mention it's going to give us a whole bunch of points. I'm hoping that, that Castile will go and do some damage to Austria's manpower. I really want to finish this before I leave it, but I guess he wants me to come help. It would be foolish to leave him on his own. That would be a good way to lose the war. Now we need to core this. We can start coring it now. Here comes the successful core. We're going to want to come in through Cremona. We want to avoid combat in the mountains. That is the main thing. And he is moving into Mantua, which is fantastic because it's 100% plains. Now, ideally, it'd be even better if we could just be the defender. But let's move to Parma. And we'll also get some troops here in Liguria. We will... You know what? I'm just going to combine these two. Move them to Parma. You guys can go to Cuneo and then into Lombardia. Looks like Austria is trying to get into Cremona. It's hard to say where the actual combat's going to happen. Now Castile's an idiot, and they're trying to make us suffer tons of attrition for fun. If we were to engage them in Mantua, let's just size up their generals. They've got a 1-4 in that army, no general here, and then they've got no leader here. Really? Amazing. So Austria's committing just a single... There's no leader from Austria. It's just Saxony's leader. I don't understand. That's really weird. They've got all these men and no leader? That's really weird. Okay, anyway, a 1-4 versus our guys. It's pretty close. I mean, we could, like, let's just say we end up with a 3-3. That's, if we take a river crossing, that's a 2-2 versus a 1-4. And we've got cannons. Still, it'd be better to avoid the river crossing, but yeah. I think we go for a fight. This is still mostly plains, so let's convene here. We'll wait one more day, 2 more days rather. And then we'll take that army that just arrived. I can't tell which one it was. Well, we're going to stop them both, combine them both, enable forced march. They're already at full morale. 16th, 14th. Yeah, this is going to be where the battle happens. Castile's going to reinforce. We'll end up taking a river crossing, but it's big open plains. Maybe we shouldn't do that. I mean, they're allowing me to maneuver past them. Maybe I should just go after them in Trent. I mean, I don't think they can siege faster than I can. So I'm going to not do that. Let's not do that. That seems like a bad idea. We'll move most of the army up into Piedmont. We'll take this army. We're going to just split it right in half. Half to Dauphine, half to Piedmont. And then this army is going to go to Trent. '22nd, 23rd. Okay, let's stop. Forced march. Move into Trent. 24th. Darn, I cannot get there. Well, we'll move into Treviso. We're just going to go set up shop in the mountains. That's just my plan. Now he is in Trent. He's got a 2-6 leader there. He'll be gone by the 30th. Ooh, maybe we can get there. Yeah, we can beat him by 1 day. We can take up residence in the mountains. Welcome. These are my mountains. I like mountains. They're fun. I'm going to take this army and split it in the middle. Send half of it to Tyrol. Dauphine got cored. He'll be there on the 15th. We'll be there on the 6th. And Castile has taken a huge fight with a crossing penalty, most definitely in the mountains. This is stupid, Castile. Why did you do that? I'm not going to help you. You don't know how to win a war. So what's going to happen is they're going to take the crossing penalty. And then I'll fight as the defender with rivers and mountains. It's just, I mean, why would you... I'm sorry, but no, I'm not going to do that. Now this 5-stack with no... Well, it's a 2-5, but a 5-stack, I would definitely go fight them. Because we can beat them. We would arrive on the 7th, we would arrive on the 3rd, we'd be stuck. Let's go to Parma instead. Why is it red? Oh, it's because of the reinforcement. That's why it's over. It's 6 regiments of infantry and 4 of cavalry, but there's not very many infantry in that army. So what I think we do now is we do that, and then we take this army. We would forced march. And we book it over to Verona. 9th. Brescia is mostly mountains. Fine, we'll stay here. Unless we can forced march out. 10th. Nope. Okay, so we'll stay there. That's fine. He'll be there on the 8th. I will be there on the 9th. So now he's going to Cremona, though, not Parma. I think we're faster than he is. Pretty sure... Yeah, Austria took defensive. They don't have offensive, so we have forced march and they don't. He's going to Treviso now. He's trying to defend this army. Meanwhile, we're sieging stuff, so, I mean... It's like playing chess. Okay, so if he's going to Treviso, it's to reinforce this army. Now he's going to Tyrol, he's trying to take that. If he does that, I go for Tyrol. I move this army with forced march up there to reinforce. He's meanwhile suffering attrition being in my land, and he's not going to make any progress in the siege. I think we let him go to Mantua. He'll be there in the 14th. Part of his army. Part of his army with no leader with a huge amount of cavalry is here. 15th. If I forced march, can I get there? No. They've got the 1-4 commander here. It's regular march to there. Now we've isolated two small regiments. We'll wait until you get to Treviso. No, it looks like he's actually going to try to come over and fight this army in the flatlands. So what I would like to do, I mean, we're really corroding our manpower by being up in here. Prepared defense. What the hell's that? Is that like something in the defensive ideas group? What is this? Is that a policy? I'm not familiar with prepared defense. Protect against Austria. They have 82 regiments? My goodness. Well, I'm a little bit worried about my manpower being down. Despite it being the middle of a war, I'm going to build some armories so we can try to continue to build up that manpower growth. I mean, when the battles actually happen, we might end up having really unreinforced men. This army has no leader. This army has the 3-2. This is my own home territory. 37 supply limit. That's 25. That's 15. So that's 40 overall regiments. We could probably safely go into that province. What I want to do is separate. I want to isolate part of the army. Like, this one has half morale. Maybe we could just go for this. Lombardy is mostly plains, so we might be able to get a good fight here. Okay, what do we end up with? Plains. We did take a crossing penalty, but he's out of position here, unless he's going to catch that army. June 8th. Nope, we're going to get out. Now it all just comes down to how quickly he can reinforce. And he's reinforcing pretty fast. 3-2 versus a 1-4. No, I don't think we want to fight any longer. We're the ones with the penalty. We're effectively a 2-1 versus a 1-4. So we're going to lose some prestige or some war score for this, but I'm going to retreat into those mountains there in Piedmont. We need to fight when we have the advantage. And the more we can make him group up his men, the more attrition he'll suffer. Austria has only 1,500 manpower, so we're both just starved for manpower. They have 70,000 overall troops to my, I don't know how many, what do I have? Tuscany, T. I'm actually at 62, so we're pretty close, but he's suffering 5% attrition, I'm suffering 1.5% attrition. And we're sitting on his territory, so if we take Tyrol and cut off his gold mine, I think he's going to end up taking one of these fights, and then I'm going to have to forced march quickly through this area to reinforce. So let's start moving down. Here comes the big fight. He'll be there on the 18th. Hopefully he suffers another tick of attrition or something. He's got a lone cannon here that we're gonna annihilate. 18th, two more. Oh, he's turned around again. Okay, we can snipe that cannon. Got it. Now he's decided that my army down in Liguria is a better bet, so we'll just head back up to Piedmont. He's continuing to suffer 5%, now 10% attrition. Look at that. Maximum of 10, and he's suffering 10. Unit weight 47.76 in a supply limit of 22. If I really wanted to make this brutal, I could just what's it called? Scorched Earth this land if I get any men on that territory again. Meanwhile, we've got a 14% chance now of taking Trent and Tyrol, and if that happens, we'll stop suffering attrition while he'll still continue to suffer huge amounts. I think that we're going to win just because of the mountains here. He can't decide if he wants to take the fight in Piedmont. Which way do I go? You don't go anywhere, dummy. We are desperate for reinforcements. I'm going to have to consolidate. I'd rather that the ones that we have actually fight effectively. That one's doing okay. It's only suffered a little bit of attrition, but this one was hurting from before. You're crazy, Austria. What are you doing? Alright, so we've just taken Trent. Castile's back. We're suffering quite a bit of attrition ourselves now. I don't know why you keep wanting to engage him. Why don't you just be patient? Is it because you expect me to help? Because I'm not going to help you with stupid fights. Supply limit's 22 here, so we'll just continue to sit on these two provinces. The attrition, look at that, still has prepared defense, even though we occupy the territory. Weird. What the hell is prepared defense? I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't recognize that at all. Alright, so we can get 30 manpower out of these. We can still get a couple more over here. Might as well try building star forts. The star fort will increase our supply limit and make them a little bit more defensive. Alright, have you decided that you actually want to take this fight in Trent? Nope, just kidding. Alright. Austria, it's down to 58,000 men. They've picked up 2.2 at war exhaustion. We have 0.63. I think we're coming out ahead in this deal. Wish we had a little bit more supply limit over here. I'm just gonna wait. Oh, there's the main fight. Okay. So now we have to come reinforce. We've got the defensive bonuses. Let's march, go. Patience. Patience! We must have patience so that we can take advantage of our idiocy. Idiocy of the enemy. 2-6 versus a 3-3, but we've got a 3 bonus, so it's a 6-6 versus a 2-6. We've got morale equivalent. We're not suffering a combined arms bonus or whatever it's called, insufficient support. We have 105% morale, or sorry, 105% discipline. So we have 3 pips of advantage. It's just, statistically, we should win. And we did. Okay, and we came out ahead by actually occupying Tyrol and Trent in the deal too. Okay, I'm going to take a break here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you again soon.